Yeah, we're down here at Passalutri Wildlife Management Area at the very mouth of the Mississippi River. This is part of the Gulf Coast wetlands that are the most important wintering area for waterfowl in North America. What I'm holding in my hand is one of the reasons that the birds are attracted here. I grabbed this out of the marsh pond that's behind us here. With about 1 or 2 grabs, I have about 5 aquatic plants that provide valuable food to ducks. This leafy one is floating leaf pondweed. You can see a big seed head. The birds will eat the leaves and the seeds of all of these plants. Some of the others, the southern naiads, all those things are what will attract especially the puddle ducks, gadwalls, widgeon, green-winged teal. Almost all the ducks like to eat this kind of food. There will be a lot of diving ducks showing up here. There's a plant called Delta duck potato that is favored by canvasbacks and pintails both. So that's the food source that draws the millions and millions of waterfowl to winter in these coastal marshes. These are fresh marsh plants, fresh water. There's not much salinity, although the Gulf is just literally a mile or 2 away. The Mississippi River's influence here is so strong that the marsh is staying fresh. So that's why these birds are pulled in here. As I said, the coastal winter about 13 million birds, about 4.5 million might be right here in southeast Louisiana. There will be a number of diving ducks just offshore, scaup in particular. They'll be eating a little clam, dwarf surf clam. There could be upwards of 250,000 to about 1.4 million lesser scaup wintering in the nearshore waters. The reason we're obviously concerned here is that this oil spill, if it comes into these wetlands in a big kind of way, in a large kind of scale, may well kill these plants, and if it does, the food sources for waterfowl will be wiped out. The birds will have to relocate, go elsewhere, and so they'll be looking for places to go. Ducks Unlimited is working on programs to perhaps flood up some habitats north of the marsh and in other places to try to attract birds in the event that that happens. So far the impacts have not been huge down here at Passalutri, but the risk is very, very high because there's so much oil offshore, and with just the wrong wind or combination of storm tides, we could have a really large-scale disaster for this marsh. If that oil gets in here, it kills this marsh vegetation, the system can kind of break up, the soils break apart, and the system can erode even further than it has already, and that will be an additional blow to a system that's already very highly threatened.